Ladies and gents, welcome in to our first game of our doubleheader here on Monday. Monday over there in the US, Tuesday here, early morning in Australia. We got a good one, I think. I'm hoping it's going to be a good one between Belgium and Egypt. And then later on, the two teams behind me, Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. That one I think is going to be full of excitement. Obviously, I had a shock already this morning. 0-0 between Cape Verde and Spain there as well. So can Egypt get a shock result here versus the Belgians, who are going to try and fight and scrap their way deep in this tournament again? Or will it be the quality of Mohamed Salah, the quality of Omar Marmoush, and Imam Ashur, who takes his side to a shock result here versus Belgium? Let's go to the starting 11. Starting with Belgium first, of course, Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Timothy Castagna and Thomas Meunier are the fullbacks. We've got Machele and Ngoy at the heart of defence. Yuri Tillemans has the armband. He's in midfield alongside Amadou Onana. Kevin De Bruyne in the 10. Jeremy Doku at wide left. Leandro Trossard on the right. And Charles de Ketelaere down the middle. And for Egypt, it's Shobir, Hani, Abu Feto, Fathi and Ibrahim as the back four. Lashin and Atia at the deeper midfield positions with Imam Ashur in behind Omar Marmoush. It's Zico and Mohamed Salah out wide. Players like Romelu Lukaku, Dodi Luribako as key players for Belgium on the bench. These two sides, obviously, the first game in this group. Iran and Egypt also playing the late kickoff today. Eyes will be on that game and seeing how well those two teams can produce. Players like Trezeguet, Hassan Hassan as other key options for the bench for Egypt. First game here in Seattle, not too far away now. All is in readiness for Belgium and Egypt from Seattle. The countdown's on. It is night time in Belgium and Egypt. Lunchtime here, though, in America. And it's time to get going. Belgium in their traditional red colours from left to right. Egypt in the change white strip from right to left. Ashur goes down from the Onana challenge and early warning from the referee. Rudy Garcia, the manager there on screen. For Belgium, again, I said, expectations for this side are there. Not as much as that golden generation that graced the 2018 World Cup and finished third, and the 2022 World Cup. It's a different side. An older Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku off the bench. Thibaut Courtois remains in goal, but there's no Jan Vertonghen out of Ereld. Fresh faces defensively. Look vulnerable at the back, but midfield and attacking regions, you might say they're more dangerous than they were. Here come Egypt on the right-hand side. And Belgium look to play out, but a fantastic challenge from Hani. And Belgium in the throw. Here is Ngoy. You can see how Egypt apply themselves in this one here, because Belgium are there for the taking. This is the battle between the top two sides in this group, you'd have to say. To get Talada tried the back heel and had a play for the goal kick. Hossam Hassan, Egypt manager there on screen. They have the capacity. They definitely do. I think it's a consistent top performances that this side just struggled to have. Mohamed Salah had it nicked off here. Namadou Onana, that's a foul. No. Referee says that's all fair. Imam Ashur once again looking for Salah. Haney, great footwork. Zico just couldn't get away from trouble. And he's a loose there from Lachine. Direct and fast nature. That's what it looks like in the early moments. Belgium with possession. They'll play slow play. But Egypt aren't necessarily sitting in. To get a ladder. Got their head of the centre half, but put it out of play. So Egypt through. Belgium may have got to a semi-final, but Egypt are yet to win at a FIFA World Cup final. So this is a great chance, this tournament, with a weaker group. And even Belgium as well, not being the great Belgian side of years gone by. They do believe this Egyptian side can finally get on the board in the FIFA World Cup finals. Talking to a ball broken up. Here is Jeremy Doku. He will be the live wire. Release it to Onana. That was loose. Behind the skipper, Yuri Tielemans. Here's Mohamed Salah. Here is Imam Ashur again. Was presenting to get the football. The Al-Ahly man. Egypt happy to be on the football here as we tick over to the 5th minute. Try and be poised and cause problems here. Mohamed Salah wriggling away. And Castagna solid again. Then the ball off Zico. Here is Mohamed Salah on screen. The weight of the nation on his shoulders. As the weight of the Cop End and Liverpool was on his shoulders as well. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and the Egyptian king has worn that now for some time. Battling away there. Kevin De Bruyne. Trossard. Playing on the right today. Great give and go with De Bruyne. And Trossard tries to get away from trouble. Shot blocked from Lachine. De Bruyne again. His quality and skill, never doubted. Belgium went this from right to left. Doku on the left-hand side. Hani trying to stand him up. Run into the pocket there from Tielemans. De Ketelaere takes over. De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. It's just fizzes wide on the near post. First shot in anger today. And De Bruyne almost picked out that bottom left corner. Just got on top of it and pulled it narrowly wide. Kevin De Bruyne, you know he's going to be dangerous. That's what he possesses, edge of the area type stuff. Battle in midfield, and Goy deep into a foul. Omar Marmoush, hasn't seen much of it in the early moments. Got to call him the Egyptian prince, head of the throne, to Mohamed Salah. Had a difficult season in Manchester City. Heavy focus on Antoine Semenyo, Jeremy Doku, Erling Haaland. Not much time for the Egyptian up top. So it might take a while to warm up into this tournament, in particular with the heat. Sure. Here's Fati. He's looking quite comfortable in the football in the early moments. They're happy to pass side to side and force Belgium out of their shape. There's the Belgian press on display. They almost nick it, but some one-touch stuff for Egypt. Nearly get them out. Salah pressing Onana and fouling the Aston Villa midfielder, man. A lot of Premier League players out there. Mohamed Salah being the number one name, but also Omar Marmoush, Ibi Tillemans, Amadou Onana, Jeremy Doku, Leandro Trossard, Timothy Castagne as well. Diagonal ball looking for Jeremy Doku, but nowhere near that. He can sort it out. Back with Shabir in goal. It's Fati. Abdul Fattah puts it out of play. Quick throw. The Qatar, great back heel. Trossard looking dangerous. Winner corner kickoff. The oncoming Egyptian challenge. He's not happy about the call. Shaking his head there. And there's the big boss. Infantino watching the first game in Seattle for the World Cup. Not been as open as some of the starts we've had so far in this tournament, but the danger for both on display. Marmoush to Salah. Zico. Ball around for Haney is dangerous. No one able to attack that cross into the box. And here comes Jeremy Doku. He's 4 white shirts ahead of him. Money including Haney with a fantastic challenge and then trying to play the long ball. Marmoush. Now we're getting the end of that. So Belgium coming the other way now with Amadou Onana. Mohamed Salah turning and twisting. Getting away from Onana and a challenge there. Zico. Little give and go with Mohamed Salah. Gets it back. Appeared to be foul, but the referee didn't fall for it. He said, get back to your feet. And Haney again with a superb challenge on Doku. He's going to have his hands full all day long. And Goy winning that ball back off the loose Marmoush touch. And then Courtois goes deep. The Catalara will battle. And he wins that battle. And Ibrahim puts it behind for the first quarter kick of the game. Don't know what he's actually asking for from the referee. He's asking for a goal kick. I think that will be overturned. Look at that. Technology. Goal kick from Shabir was poor, so Belgium get it back. 30 yards out from the Egyptian goal. Trossard passing to the pocket of De Bruyne. He's come a little bit more centrally here to allow Charles to Ketelada to drift. Those two will probably be quite fluid in their positioning. Both don't play a set position, really, for their countries, and that's an easy yellow card for the referee for Atia. Stuck a foot out, and Ngoy, after taking the ball past Omar Marmoush and Atia, look free to skip over and skip on. Just took actions into his own hands there, Atia, and brought the centre half down. Just shy of a quarter of an hour played, and he's on a yellow card, so a long way to go for Atia to survive. Ngoy. Munier there. Weakness for Belgium clearly in the back line. Ngoy, Michele, Munier, and Timothy Castagna. Far from a top-level back line. Kevin De Bruyne does well to win that ball back off Haney. Now Jeremy Doku. Haney has to stay tight here. Doku feints one way to the next. Sets it up for Onana, was caught flat-footed. And Egypt can go the other way with Mohamed Salah. That's a foul, to yellow card for Timothy Castagna. Fulham man pulling back. The Liverpool, or former Liverpool creative man, in Mohamed Salah. That's going to be dangerous when Egypt get going on the counter-attack. Castagna really had to do that because he had no other option. Salah with a full head of steam is a different problem altogether. There's Zico. Castagna gets a foot in. Quarter of an hour down. It's only that Kevin De Bruyne snapshot that is of note in terms of chances. Ball looking for the channel. Thibaut Courtois, that is bread and butter for a man of his quality. He's playing his fourth World Cup. Thibaut Courtois has had more and more injury problems as the years have gone on, but whenever he plays, you know he's going to be one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world. De Bruyne plays that off Haney and gets a throw, then goes quickly with a throw and looks at Jeremy Doku. Haney won the ball again. Jeremy Doku is in a lot of pain, it seems. What happens here? Gets the ball, but he's trapped that left leg to do so. I didn't get it touching the ball, actually. So Haney's getting away with one there. Should be up. Judging for that right-hand side of Egypt again, he continues to be their outlet, it seems. Zico out there, Atia, Mohamed Salah. De Bruyne Aerial duel one from here. Battling down the edge of the area. Falls away with Amadou Onana. Thomas Meunier. A strong thought entering this game of question marks more than answers when it came to this Belgian side. Did they have enough quality on the football to get the better of an Egyptian backline that will be robust and hard to beat and frustrating? They have got a lot of talent up top, but even then, not incredibly blistering out to the Jeremy Doku. Now going to Trossard is a very important piece to an Arsenal front line. Another game changer. Kevin De Bruyne, injury prone this season. De Ketelaere, not really a player that's going to change a game for you. Romelu Lukaku, obviously, coming back from a long-term injury. They would have preferred having him up top as a goal scorer. Haney loses out, and here's Jeremy Doku. Kevin De Bruyne retrieving. Getting it further right to the end of the Trossard. His versatility is on display, seeing him playing on the right of a front three today. Often see him playing on the left for Arsenal and doing such a good job in that position, but such as his quality, he can do both sides. De Bruyne looking for the channel. Fati, they're getting in well. And Ashore goes to ground. Abul Fatou looking for Imam Ashore. It's a handball against Thomas Meunier. Ashore went quickly, but wasted it with the poor pass. Haney getting ahead of Jeremy Doku and Egypt coming the other way. Decision-making hasn't been ideal for the Egyptians, but they've effectively always looked for the quick one, the outlet, and play from here. Imam Ashore! What a goal for Egypt! That's special for Imam Ashore. And the El Alis, young superstar, has blasted Egypt into the lead. His debut international goal was something special. An Egyptian rocket for Imam Ashore. And the underdogs lead here against Belgium. Astonishing Ashore strike. Salah just drops into a little pocket, lays it off to Ashore. And wow, the touch out of feet. And uses Meunier as a bit of a shield. And rockets it into the bottom left-hand corner. How's that for a strike? Pick that out. It takes a lot to beat Thibaut Courtois from out there. But that one deserved it. Look at the manager. Trying to contain the emotions. And Imam Ashore. So I was talking about in the build-up to this World Cup as being a player to keep an eye on for. He's shone on the big stage again. Now, how long can they hold on to the lead? Will they hold on to the lead, or will they continue to play this proactive style? It's been forward at all costs for Egypt. And to great success. 20 minutes in, 1-0, Imam Ashore. De Ketelaere, hold up. Play here on display. Nashin battling away. There's a skipper, Yuri Tielemans. I need to see more of him and Amadou Onana on the football. Enjoy. Belgium are forced now to make things happen on the front foot. Crossfield ping is fantastic for Jeremy Doku. Zico out there to face Doku. Here is Yuri Tielemans. Egypt are pressing well. And this will be the threat now, the counter-attack as well, because if Belgium commit too many numbers up the pitch, Salah, Marmoush, Zico will fancy themselves in behind. Makele fouling Mohamed Salah. And that's time for the drinks break. What a time to score for Egypt. And Imam Ashur rocket the difference as we currently stand. 1-0 in favour of Egypt. I'll take a short break for this drinks break and we'll be right back in about a minute's time. All right then, welcome back ladies and gents. Drinks break wrapping up in 20 seconds or so. This is where the one game you actually need the drinks break. Apparently 30 degrees out there in Seattle. But what a start for Egypt. Belgium, who were just sort of probing and poking. Egypt came with a proper strike, and Imam Ashur finding that bottom left-hand corner to put Belgium under pressure. I think for them, they just have to continue the style of football they've played. Take it to the Belgian side. So happy for this play, Imam Ashur. Such a dangerous player. 28 years of age. Got a lot about him. Back underway here in Seattle. Mohamed Salah. Given license to do whatever he likes, really, in this Belgian side, whether it be playing on the right, playing on the middle, play in behind the centre forward. He's trying to link the game up for the Egyptian side. Not known for his passing array, but the weight and the setup for that Imam Ashur goal was stunning. Came at an important time for Egypt. Now Belgium are forced to get on the front foot and make things tick. Amadou Onana, Erizin Goit. Running the outside. It's from Castagna. Hanging in the way. The Egyptian side seem to be winning all those battles, winning all those duels. They're a team that conceded only a few goals in qualifiers. No free kicks as a referee. Trossard able to win that ball back, though. Went away for danger, De Bruyne. Dinked ball for Munier. Sure, they're doing defensive work. Wide attacker. All the way back in his 6-yard box defending. Goes to show how this side can attack as one, but also defend as one. Then take a lot for the Belgian side to break them down. Doku. There we go there. That's the news there. Fastest goal Egypt has scored at a FIFA World Cup finals. Quality on display in this Egyptian side. The steps taken forward. And we've seen it in this tournament so far. The European sides are not really being able to do what they want to do or expect they can do. Asian sides undefeated. African sides always dangerous. Short to a touch in his own box. That was dangerous. But in the end, deemed to have been fouled. Chesting the ball down your own box is ballsy. And yeah, Mounier deeming to have left the leg in and the goal scorer, Imam Ashur. Manager Rudy Garcia has a lot of work to do. Same as these Belgian players. Great headed win there. But Anana gets it back. Just look like they expect that they could have done something in this game here, Belgium. And they've come with a very relaxed mindset. And it's shown in their possession and their passing play. It's been off it in the opening moments. Rooney had Doku. It was loose. Haney getting a foot in. He's done a really good job. Can't know anything about Haney, but I'm learning as the game goes on. He's a scrapper, he's a fighter. And he's taken to Jeremy Doku, who's Belgium's best player. Tillemans. Again, loose pass that Trossard can't rake in. I'm sure chopping inside of Thomas Mounier. There's Belgium's weakness on display. Just not good enough 1v1 defensively. Yeah, when you talk about the likes of Yuri Tillemans, Kevin De Bruyne, they're not great defenders. Here's Haney. Lachine just presenting in the middle of the two centre halves. Shabier, though, goes wide right, and Zico unable to win that headed duel with Timothy Castagna. If Belgium needed a reset, the drinks break came at an important time, but we haven't seen anything really change out of the drinks break. It's been still quite sloppy. That's better, though, to get Talada down the channel. And Abdul Fatou with a fantastic challenge. Dangerous ball in. Not fully dealt with. Zico sends it well away from the Egyptian goal. Castagna batting over Zico. Belgium keep possession. Here is Castagna. Doku. Of course, Haney's there. Great ball, Castagna. Oh. And Yuri Tillemans trying to work his body into an angle to get a header on target, but in the end, I'm able to get contact, and that ball sailed wide. Oh, he did get a little bit of a nick on it. Europa League winner Yuri Tillemans, skipper for Belgium. Looks like Fatty's just carrying a bit of a knock there. Looking laboured at the back. Marmoush just goes to ground, loses that battle. Trossard around the corner. De Bruyne. De Ketelaere now. Trossard again. Is this the turning point for Belgium? Can they get going now? Touch on for De Bruyne to find Jeremy Doku. Continues to hug the left-hand side touchline. Continuing to see 2 to 3 bodies. They need to do that, Egypt, because outside Jeremy Doku, where's the chances going to come from Belgium? Who is going to step up here? Doku's come century for the time being. Trossard's gone left here. Looking for the Castagna run. It's for the way of Kevin De Bruyne. Nearly set up for him to shoot. Ball's set back now to Thibaut Courtois. The big Belgian surges up the pitch, but just gives it away. Egypt the other way. Ball for to Salah. To Nashin. Zico now. They go for Zico. Oh. And Courtois gets an important touch. I thought it almost ended in the back of the net. What an effort. That was arrowing into the bottom corner. A short. Oh, just gives it away. From the short corner. Doku wins it. Challenger's flying in. Paul Fatou sliding in. I'll pick up the yellow card for that. Jeremy Doku is seeing 1, 2, 3 white jerseys every time he gets on the football. So yellow card for Atia and yellow card for Paul Fatou. Once again, Haney winning that duel. This time with Ando Trossard winning the throw for Egypt. Ten minutes plus stoppages in this first half to go. Belgium haven't really made anything. Egypt had that big chance that they scored in just then, which was tipped wide. And they're winning the little duels right now, and that's making a difference. Salah trying to feed that ball into Omar Marmoush, but broken up by the Belgian backline. I'll flick around the corner from Zico. Put out a play by Timothy Castagna. Should be the goalkeeper. Impressive start from the Egyptians. A real balance of first 5 minutes of possession and control. Of resilience to the next 15 minutes. A great counter-attacking goal on the 20th. And since then, managing the moments, winning duels, getting themselves up the pitch when possible. It's been impressive from them. They've done what they've needed to do. Belgium have not looked at themselves, at least what we expect of them. Nana and Tillemans, the Aston Villa link up in midfield. The Catalana dropping in to receive. Just wonder if Ronnie Lukaku just comes on from the half-time interval. They need a target up there. In the end, Yuri Tillemans deeming to have fouled That's Fatty on the floor. Tillerman's late. Stepping on Fatty. There's that Imam short strike again. To off his line and lofting up the pitch. Doku battling away there, winning a throw for Belgium on the halfway line. 8 minutes to the break. Been poor, sluggish in his first 45. Often quite careless in possession. Need to sharpen themselves up to get the better of this Egyptian side because they're up for this. Omar Marmoush ran into problems again. To get Trossard. De Bruyne on the outside of him. Trossard. Onana closed down again. Egypt throwing numbers behind it. Lofted ball from De Bruyne. There's Jeremy Doku. There's the cutback. And Trossard just missed his kick. Ngoy. Egypt take a big sigh of relief there. That was the most potent that Belgium looked. Mounier, Doku, Ashur, and Abul Feta having to defend. And Jeremy Doku. Here's Mounier. Great delivery. Degetelara flicks it backwards. Trossard! The power wasn't there, so Egypt can clear. Ball won back illegally by Nasheem in midfield. A little spell of Belgian pressure. Exciting their fans. Here is that well-worked chance. Thomas Mounier. Headed back by Degetelara, then Trossard. Blocked away. But prior to that, he had a cutback chance on. Just missed his kick. Leandro Trossard. Something that's synonymous with clinical edge and taking his chances. Great defensive clearance. And Ashur around the corner was superb. Ashur's gone down and looks to try and make this look worse than it actually is, I think. Yeah, not much in that. It's a late foot, but nothing else. So it remains 1-0. I'm sure that rocket from outside the box, the difference so far. Got to half his line well. And Belgium get possession back once again as Egypt look to play long and direct to Omar Marmoush. De Bruyne presenting himself and then looking over the top. Where he can find Leandro Trossard in now. Seems to be at home left-hand side. And Haney winning a goal kick, off Leandro Trossard. Done some fantastic work on the first 45. Haney. Mohamed Haney of Al Alhi. Onana, great flick over the top. Just to sit in here, take the sting out of the Belgium side until the interval. Here is Ngoy. 3.5 plus stoppages to go. Michele. Now with Castagna. And Doku's come very central and tries to get up this side. His pass partially broken up by Omar Marmoush. Munier, there it is. The looseness, the lax nature of this side. And Egypt will love this chance to counter-attack. Mohamed Salah leads the way. Zico out wide right. Doesn't seem to use him. Instead holds up the ball and keep possession for the Egyptian side. That's poor. That's it. Gives it away casually. Kevin De Bruyne. Dominant in possession, Belgium, but not on the score sheet. Kevin De Bruyne struck against his own man. That sums up their first 45, and Ashore gets away from Kevin De Bruyne and looks to try and feed in. And Marmoush, but gives it away. Here is De Bruyne. Doku. Egypt throw bodies at Doku. He's sensed that has not been deemed to have been fouled there. But a giveaway again for Egypt at the back. Looking a little bit rushed here. Jeremy Doku is seeing two bodies every time. A fullback and a midfielder going to help. I mean, someone else has to be wide open. They need to work for him. To get to Lada, great feet. Now Trossard, dink ball. And goalkeeper Shabir smoothly coming out and collecting. And releasing Mohamed Salah. He's got Ngoy and Trossard for company. Tries to work his way through and does it well. Egypt momentarily are out of trouble. They are once again after Zico won that ball back. Atia. And Marmoush. Can they make it 2 on the stroke of half time? Atia, who was on a yellow card in the early moments. Egypt just try to keep the ball and get themselves in here to half time. Marmoush back to goal. Ball in, not really fully dealt with by Belgium. And Nana got there before. And then Marmoush was fouled by the Manchester City forward. Just every time you see a 50-50, it's often the Egyptians that are getting their foot in or winning the duel. Been an excellent first half in terms of the way they've battled, the way they've structured up. Hearing word of 4 minutes of stoppage time, but look, 60% of possession for Belgium. Only created 0.3 XG and 6 shots. With all that possession, that's probably not enough. There is those 4 minutes confirmed of stoppage time. I mean, yeah, that's a really, really poor giveaway. Zico has no support in front of him. So he's forced to go backwards and as such give it away. De Ketelada. Trossard. Zico got in the way of that one. And the clearance at the pitch found Mohamed Salah, but he was found by 2 in red. Trossard couldn't quite wriggle away from danger. And Lashin was there. Castagna on the throat. Going along with this one. Looking for a 9 in the box. There's the Ketelada. Doku! Ooh. Had to keep it down. Had to get over the football, but didn't. That is Belgium's best chance right at the end of the first 45. For once, he found some space in the box, Jeremy Doku. Probably just didn't sit up for him nicely. So the Ketelada laid it off. Saw his name in lights. Blasted over Jeremy Doku. That's not his standard. That's not Belgium's standard. This first 45 they've been off it. A short. Marmoush, unable to hold the ball up, has struggled all day in that department. He's not that hold-up centre forward. He's more of a runner in behind and someone who can drop in and spin on. It's going to have a difficult time today, you feel, despite how average or mediocre this Belgian backline is. It's not going to be easy for the Manchester City man. Meunier. De Ketelaere now. De Bruyne. Meunier caught flat-footed and as such was beaten to it by Abou Fatou. And that foul there should take at least 30 seconds off the clock, and Egypt can almost think about getting into the half-time interval leading 1-0 against Belgium here. You think about what the half-time break will look like for Belgium. Be a lot of finger-pointing, I feel like. A lot of questions asked about what went wrong. That's a pull-back pass by Ngoy. Marmoush! I tried to take it on. And Courtois got an important foot to it. What was he doing here? Ngoy. Thinking he'd head back to the keeper from out there. Outrageous. Secondary corner won by Marmoush again. Problems keep rearing their head for Belgium. Whenever time you think they're making an improvement, a mistake will be made. So Asho will look to run the clock here. Great short quarter technique. Salah. Well work from them. Edge of the area. A block of the Haney shot. Well shepherded behind by Yasser Ibrahim. That'll be the final action of the first 45. Will be this corner kick. Mohamed Salah to take it. Can they make it 2 to the good? Lofted in. Not dealt with. Oh. He got flicked over the top of Thibaut Courtois. And they dodge a bullet right at the end. And that is half-time. The Ketelaere's touch vital, because it would have just fell to the Egyptian man unmarked to the back post. Well, there we go. Egypt lead at half-time. Belgium pull. And Marmoush with a belter in the 20th minute. It's Egypt 1, Belgium 0 as we enter the main interval. All right, ladies and gents, we're back for second half action. Belgium 0, Egypt 1. I'm not sure the difference so far. It's going to be interesting second half here because we know Egypt have that counter-attacking quality. We know that Belgium are weak defensively. We also know that Belgium don't really have much going forward either right now in terms of danger. Outside of Jeremy Doku, they've looked all quite flat. The link-up play has been subpar from a team that we have so much expectations for. Despite what I said in the build-up of the fact that we know the golden generation may be over, there's still bags of quality in this side. And every time they've been a 50-50, the Egyptians have wanted it more. And Belgium have just looked off the pace today. So Egypt, we got us kicked off here for the second half. They're underway for the second half action. Egypt get us kicked off. They're leading 1-0, kicking from left to right here in the second half. Belgium from right to left. Games have been won in this second half of games at this World Cup. That's what Belgium will be hoping for. But it's if this Belgium side can wake up from what was a really sluggish first 45 minutes. I'm sure the 28-year-old with an absolutely beautiful strike in the first 45 to give his side the lead. There's this sort of stuff here down this left-hand side, the tenacity and willingness to get forward, which has been a shining light here for this Egyptian side. They play without fear, they play with courage, they're taking this game on. Ball away now. It's a shove on Jeremy Doku by the Egyptian backline and an early out ball for the Belgian side. Looks like Jeremy Doku will continue out wide right. Or maybe now more centrally. You have to wait and see. Castagna. Zico again into the challenge. Tell you what, their wingers and attacking players are defended very, very well. Outside of Omar Marmoush and Mohamed Salah, everyone has done defensive yards. It's been for the best for this Egyptian side because they've been very, very hard to break down. Haney in well. Trossard with the throw. Doku went to ground too easily, said the referee. Despite his grievances with that call. That's a massive crossfield switch, and what a ball it is. Imam Ashur will like his chances here. Mounier backpedaling. Ball in. Looks good. It's a chance. Salah, Zico. One of them. Neither of them could get a shot off. I think it was Zico that missed the initial chance, but Mohamed Salah had the ball foot at his feet as well. Belgium dodge a bullet there. Haney. Here's Zico again. Zico and Haney have been really good down this right-hand channel. I've enjoyed watching what they've done. Here's that chance again. Big switch at Imam Ashur. And the run underneath of Atia. And then, both get good contact in the air. Just good blocks from Castagna and Mekele. Atia not happy with the call. We have Belgium throw, I believe. I think he wanted a high foot against Yuri Tillemans, the Belgian skipper. Referee not obliging to see that way. Really important first 15 minutes though for Belgium. If they don't draw level, you start to worry because they have to commit up the pitch, and that's where The likes of Salah and Marmoush can expose a high line and can get in behind this Belgium side that are already quite shaky as it is. Onana. Go it. Belgium were 13 games unbeaten entering this tournament here, but they've not looked like that type of side as Jeremy Doku's been fouled. Another ranked side in the world having a lot to do in terms of winning this game of football, as African and Asian sides throughout this tournament have continued to overperform. So interesting to see what Iran and New Zealand produce later on. Very central position here. So Kevin De Bruyne will not like his chances of shooting, but this creative player can make anything out of nothing. Trossard wide left, chopping inside of Haney. And away from Atia, still Leandro Trossard, keeping his feet here. Atia flying in with a challenge. That's a smart ball in behind. Jeremy Doku's there. Doku on the left now. Goes to the bar line. Met by numbers of white jerseys. And I thought for the moment they got out, but poor clearance. Now they're away. Salah. Smart ball to get Imam Ashur there. Salah looked to continue the run, but the pass at Imam Ashur is picked off well by Thibaut Courtois. Tielemans has gone to ground and a foul as the referee. They go quickly here, Belgium. Trossard. There's that urgency inserted into their game now. The message is clear at half-time. You've got to want it more. Skill and quality won't get you over the line on its own. Doku turning. Getting away from the challenge and finding Timothy Castagna. Now Doku. Brought to ground. That's a foul in a very, very dangerous area. And Atia might need to be careful here. This is Kevin De Bruyne type range. Jeremy Doku getting away from Atia. Kevin De Bruyne will fancy this. For someone of his quality, this is what he does. The Napoli man now had an injury-interrupted season, but the quality remains. Shobir in goal, setting his wall. He's going to be a 4-man wall. Don't make that a 3-man wall. No, he's going to be a 4-man wall. The Egyptian side arguing amongst each other how many they want in this wall. It's going to be 5, actually. Four and a draft excluder. Finally, they decide what they want. Now they want 5. De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne off the upright. You can't come much closer than that for Kevin De Bruyne. That looked effortless from the Napoli man. And he had Shobir beaten. How do you get so much accuracy and power from so close? I don't know. But Kevin De Bruyne basically had it in the net. Oh, it looked effortless. It looked perfect. But just come straight back off the upright. And that was it for Belgium. Can Egypt strike back instantly? On the break here. Salah, back post. Zico's there. Good footy in from Timothy Castagna. The game already starting to become a little bit more stretched. Transitional actions. Marmoush and Salah love those. And Zico, he looks always a threat and always an out ball on the break. Salah, he'll take the corner kick, left-footed in swing up. Poor delivery. De Ketelaere heads away. Trossard the seconds. And Belgium have 2 ready on the touchline. 10 minutes into the second half. A few chances the way of Egypt. One massive chance for Belgium as De Bruyne hit the upright. Pull over the top, chased in by Zico. Done well to keep that in play. And set up Marmoush. This is where he's dangerous. Omar Marmoush. McKelly does well. That's loose though. What is he done there? Egypt remain on the front foot. Salah! Oh! Ashur! Oh! Why did he strike it so powerfully? He's pulled it wide. It's a throw. Oh. Unbelievable for Omar Marmoush. Salah's had a well saved by Courtois, but parried it straight in the path of Omar Marmoush. And from there, you just got to cushion it. The commentator's saying, does he have time to have a touch? I think it's not about the touch, it's about the finish. He went the laces and to smack it, he just had to cushion it and place it. So Castagna off. Maxime de Kuyper comes on and Nicolas Raskin as well. So really progressive type moves with Onana and Castagna making way. Talk about Maxime de Kuyper in the build to this World Cup. The danger he can possess going forward. Flicked on for Mohamed Salah. It is Omar Marmoush into Ashur. Shot from Atia blocked. De Bruyne away. Doku now turning and initially getting away for the challenge, but then going back into trouble. De Ketelaere fouled. He's playing a more traditional role now, De Ketelaere, more of a link-up player. Mekele. Raskin now, straight off the bench and on in the thick of the action. Finds that one wide. Munier there. And Ashur doubles up and wins the ball back well for Egypt. Atia high up the pitch. And Goy quite comfortably taking that one down. Approaching the hour mark here. Still Egypt 1-0 ahead of Belgium. They are growing in belief, this Egyptian side. This Belgium side, despite playing much better than they did in the first half, have not been good enough to break down this low block of the Egyptians. There's a throw in favour of the African side. Throw back into play. Plenty of aerial duels to be won there. Tielemans, Trossard, turning, Tielemans, De Bruyne. De Bruyne still Couldn't get the ball out of his feet. Salah squeezes that ball through to Omar Marmoush, who gets away from Ngoy. And this is where he's dangerous, Omar Marmoush. Marmoush! Oh, and blasts it over. Enough pressure provided by the Belgian backline to put him off his strike. And that's what he would want. You look back at his Eintracht Frankfurt days, this is where he flourished. On the turn on the halfway line and taking yards. And in the end, Ngoy initially put a foot in, retracted that challenge due to the red card possibilities, and then chased back Omar Marmoush. And he's a quick lad. He went toe-to-toe with the Egyptian. Fantastic defensive action for Ngoy. Kept his nation in the game. 2-0 down. I reckon it's almost game over for this Belgium unit. Oh, what a ball. De Bruyne, Doku. He just went down. Never going to get a penalty with that. It's the heavy touch. It always is the heavy touch. If you hit the ball too long and you go down, the referee will never give it. And yeah, he was always trying to go down. Attacking man. Lofted ball. De Ketelade chasing. And ball Feta. Corner kick won by De Ketelade. Our mark just ticked over. And Belgium are starting to just purr a little bit more. De Bruyne to deliver this one. It's a lofted one. Coming the first cut. Oh, what a hit! Oh. Tielemans, who is capable of a spectacular from out there. Oh, it's not far away. Shobi knew about it. He wanted to get across. What? It's a good strike. And almost another remarkable goal in the catalogue of Yuri Tielemans. Taken quickly by Nicolas Raskin. Trossard. Flick around the corner for Doku. Runners beyond him. And that's Meunier. De Bruyne! Oh. Straight out Shobi. Any power, any more accuracy to another corner. And we're looking at 1-1. That's exactly what I was talking about with Belgium. Getting runners beyond or next to Jeremy Doku. He's going to have two with him. There's going to be other runners nearby open. And that's the perfect example. Meunier takes the ball off him and sets up that Kevin De Bruyne chance. Big missed opportunity for Kevin De Bruyne. Someone of his talent as well. Here is the big move. Rom is ready. De Bruyne drifted out wide right. Here he is in the channel to Jeremy Doku. He wins another corner for Belgium. Fabul Feto. Finally making something of all this possession they had. Doku. De Bruyne. That's lofted too deep. And Shobi can collect that one. A foul of Ngoy and Shobi. Yes, Ibrahim now. Lukaku is ready to go. They're going to get him on the next stoppage. Oh, great ball over the top. Chance for Marmoush. Chopping inside. Omar Marmoush. Oh, and they deflected in. Narrowly wide from Omar Marmoush. This is open. What a flick around the corner for Mohamed Salah. And then the overlapping run opens up space. Chopping inside. And I just thought it was going to drop into the far corner. That deflected effort. In the end, Ngoy's made an important intervention. Here's a chance then for Mohamed Salah. Short kick. Atia. Oh, it was a dangerous ball in. Lashin's cut back. Straight to the path of the Catalada. Tillemans away for the first challenge. And brought down in the seconds. Lashin fouling the midfielder. So here comes Big Rom. To get Catalada off. Listen to the reception for Romelu Lukaku. Is he fit? Probably not. Do they need him? Absolutely. The Napoli man. And straight away, Lukaku! Off the bench to score for Belgium! He's been on for 5 seconds! Romelu Lukaku scores! Belgium are level. He's been on the pitch for 10 seconds max. And Big Rom levels for Belgium. Look at this man. Always delivers on the big stage for Belgium. The Belgian brute finds his way in behind again. Ball in behind for Munier. The cutback's on. And I think it came off Haney in the end. But still, the presence of Romelu Lukaku cannot be doubted. He got himself into that region and caused all sorts of problems. And Egypt, after looking so solid, concede within 10 seconds of Big Rom entering the field of play. And we've got a drinks break now. What a time for Belgium to score. It's 1 apiece as we enter the final quarter of this match. Just a quick break here and we'll be right back. So then we are back. Why is that so delayed? So Emma Shaw comes off. And Rabia on. So a little bit more solidity provided into this side now. This time, I hope it's not been like this the whole game. Now they're oh, what are they doing on the stream? Apologise for the clock. I'm looking in the 72nd minute for reference. So then, how do Egypt respond to this oncoming Belgian onslaught? Trossard there in behind. Trossard. Oh, great return ball. Mounier. Oh. Nearly. They call to put Belgium in front. Have come alive here. It's great interplay. Down to a Trossard. Little flick. Mounier, the underlapping run. And from there, a little bit more power. Get the bit of Shobir in goal. Doku cutting his way through this Egyptian side. Trossard. Egypt are now with everyone behind the football. At once it was everyone bar Mohamed Salah and Marmoush, but now everyone is behind the ball. Trying to protect this point they've currently got. Ruskin. Going out. And now Mekele. Maxime de Kuiper will get high up the pitch. You know that for a fact. Great games in the Premier League where he's assisted or set up goals through his individual work. De Kuiper fizzing that ball into Lukaku. Apparently a foul somewhere there. Substitutions ready for Egypt as well. Looks like Zizou readying himself for the touchline. Marmoush. Salah running beyond. But Mekele's there. He's had a decent game. Oh, has he pulled up there? No. I was going to say, he's had a pretty decent game. Again, not the household names that we're used to for Belgium, but he's done a very good job today. Marshalling Omar Marmoush and playing well against and with Ngoy. De Kuiper losing out and then bringing Zico to ground. So Maxime Decaipo will have to play the last 15 minutes on a booking. It's not ideal for him. So here comes the changes for Egypt. Zico off and Zizou on. That's probably not in your bingo card for the World Cup. And Mohamed Salah will make way. There's Karim. Karim, who's going to come on for Mohamed Salah. Here to the final quarter of an hour. Just some fresh legs on there, potentially to chase down in behind. And put this Belgian backline under pressure. That's been relatively unscathed here and not under pressure in the second half. Imam Ashur's early rocket and levelled by Mohamed Aini, putting the ball into his own net. That's why we're one apiece here as we approach the final knockings of this one. Decent watch today. A pinball there in midfield. Ball played long. Down the line is on there. Great chest control by Zizou. A fizzer across the park for Abdul Fattah. The Danes looking ball just slightly overhit. And the new man on the pitch. Del Karim. Here Belgium come on the right-hand side with Thomas Meunier. And going. Great turn away from trouble there from Leandro Trossard and finds Kevin De Bruyne on the left-hand side here. Players run beyond him, including Jeremy Doku, who continues wide left. De Bruyne looking for and finding Leandro Trossard and finds Big Rom. Ooh, blocking the way. Both Egyptians went down to make the vital intervention. Ngoi, Lukaku's such a magnet in terms of the ball always ends up with him in around that final third. They look for the big man. Trossard, there is Lukaku. Great layoff. Tielemans. Pretty straight out of play. Wow. That's an awfully hit ball. It's a big mistake for Yuri Tielemans. Look, Egypt probably deserve a point the way they've played today. Especially the first 45. The start of this second half. But Belgium have worked their way back into it. They've got the quality to win this game of football. We know that. See if they can find a way to do so is the big question here. 12 minutes to go. Well, that was initially won, but the seconds have been won by Egypt. Numbers in the box. Zizou. Shot well blocked away by Yuri Tielemans. Meunier can get rid. Haney on this right-hand side. He unfortunately put the ball in his own net not long ago now. That drew the Belgian side level. Ball fizzed into feet. Poor pass on Marmoush and Belgium coming the other way. Lukaku though losing out. Lachine in well. It's great work from the Egyptian backline throughout this one. That's careless in the back of Fatsi, who's moved out to the left-hand side of the fence in that So a new reshaped 5-back or fluid 4. Ibrahim. Great work here from Egypt to take the sting out of this one. Belgium just starting to get into 4th gear, 5th gear. I've just slowed him down here. Great layoff. And the return ball looks absolutely fantastic. Fatty keeps it in play. On the left. Cross was overhit. Kevin De Bruyne the other way after Thibaut Courtois' quick release. Here come the Brazilian Belgium side. And in the end, Haney is fouling Jeremy Doku. The quick release from Thibaut Courtois started this, and then Jeremy Doku, the runner, as always. Kevin De Bruyne said, get in behind, son, and that's what he did. Put to ground by Haney. It's been a free kick, another dangerous position. Maxime de Kuiper, Kevin De Bruyne, both over this one here. So that pace has already been a dangerous point of attack for Belgium. De Bruyne hit the upright earlier on in this first half. Can he do one better here? Whether it be finding ahead of a teammate or finding the back of the net from this tight angle. 82nd minute now. It's almost desperation time for Belgium. They want this perfect start to the group. Egypt clinging on to the point. Kevin De Bruyne lofted in. Punched away by Shabir. Ngoy recycles it. Tillemans. Meunier! Oh! What a clawing save from Shabir. It was Mekala back there. And what an important moment for Shabir. Doku trying to feed the ball through. And Haney can go the other way. And all of a sudden the midfield battle's gone invisible. It's final third to final third right now. It is Haney once more. You play through the advantage. As they come into the Belgian half. Fatty. Atia now in midfield. Played well since picking up that early yellow card. That cross is poor, but had to be tipped over by Thibaut Courtois. One of those awkward ones. It's going to be a corner kick for Egypt. It's one of those ones you can never take a risk in. There's Mekele's header. Should be clawing it out of the goal. Making that important intervention to keep this game 1 apiece. Zico's delivery is deep. Recycled back in. Marmoush. Blocked Belgian players everywhere. Another ball in. Dangerous. Though Karim was in there. Belgium just, for the moment, on the back foot. And Egypt had the better of the things the last 3 or 4 minutes. Marmoush. Crossfield pass to find Zico. Haney's cut back. Well dealt with by Maxime de Kuiper in the end. Fatty there. Egypt really turning it on here. All of a sudden, it's easier to throw. Lukaku, proper hold-up play, links up with his long-time partner, Kevin De Bruyne. But out of play, Lashin puts it into touch. So then, time for Belgium to swing some more substitutions. It's going to be Vanaken. Come on. And Kevin De Bruyne are off as well. So Doku and Kevin De Bruyne make away. Vanaken and Fernandez Pardo on. Start of the new era here. A lot of fresh faces entering the field of play for Belgium. A lot of familiar faces making way. De Kuiper's long throw dealt with by the Egyptian back line. That's a loose ball that has to be chased in. Abdul Karim got the better of Ngoy. The youngster just don't know why they're starting to release the ball so early. But showed a good turn of speed there. Abdul Karim. 5 to go. Now 4 to go. Plus some stoppages. The end goal for Haney in the second half. Levelling up the opener. Scored by Ashore. Little dink ball. And that's part of it being found. Great whip. Lukaku! Oh. Headed over from close range. That was his sort of region. As he looks for another goal in this incredible international career he's put together. Oh. Just got to get over that. Raskin whips it in. Beautiful delivery. Just couldn't get up and over it. Egypt holding on. Belgium have had the quality, or the far better quality in the final third in this second half. Egypt have thrown a threat, but haven't really thrown a major punch as of yet. Long ball. Big duel to be won in there. Raskin just skies it. Hafez and Adel both on. Make sure he's making way here. So Abul Fatou and Fatih both off to allow the introductions of Adel and Hafiz. Who wants to go for it now? It's going to be kitchen sink time pretty soon. One ball over the top. Well, chased in by Zizou. He's just been chucked to the ground by the Kuiper. I don't know if it was in the box, but that's a foul for me. Max and the Kuiper playing with fire there. Rugby challenge. Atia. Have Egypt got a case here? Ibrahim. Atia. Great pass in between the lines for Zizou. Marmoush. Oh, headed into a dangerous area. The second ball wasn't out of one by Abdel Karim. Chopping inside, playing it into Omar Marmoush, who turns away from trouble. Haney chopping inside. Shots on deflected. Away by Tielemans. Second ball for Vanaken to be won. Abdel Karim lurking. Well done by Leandro Trossard to win that ball back on the right-hand side. Great outball to Romelu Lukaku and hold up play. 101 from him. And then they hit that long ball. Raskin, the layback. Lukaku beaten to it though. He did the other way. 5 minutes of stoppages to come. Egypt would like this on the football for the final 5 minutes. Take away the threat that Belgium have. Zizou went to ground, but no foul. Trossard beaten to it. He got the ball. Here come Egypt. Adel tried the cheeky nutmeg. And Raskin just launches it up the pitch. Lukaku has to chase a loose ball. A minute down to 5. 1-1 it remains. Haney. Yasser Ibrahim puts that into touch. Yeah, it's outside the box. That's what I'd love to see what happens if it's inside the box. He just lifts him up. He's taken away here by Egypt. Atia. 3 minutes to play now in this one. Egypt continue to play, but Haney makes a mistake, and here comes Leandro Trossard the other way. He's got options in front of him. Fernandez Pardo. Force Lukaku. Back to goal. Here is Vanaken. To try and get one in, but blocked away by Haney. He got himself into trouble while losing the ball there. Tielemans halfway through stoppages here in the second half. Still 1-1. Trossard launching that ball in. Lukaku the hold up. Vanaken back. Raskin. Mekele. Foul on Egypt. And a free kick for Belgium, but no Kevin De Bruyne on the pitch, so who's going to take it? Zizou fouling that. Is this their last chance? Yuri Tielemans will take it. Of course, Romelu Lukaku's there. Yes, Ibrahim and Lukaku going at it in the box. Tielemans now to take. Ball in. It's a touch. Oh. And Mekele almost put it in. These are two big chances. The centre half. And that might do us here in Seattle. Unless there's still a chance here. And Goy's put that out of play. Ball whipped in. Oh, there's a chance. Abdel Karim. Egypt is still going for this. Right at the end. He's going to have time for one more attack. Yuri Tielemans. That's well overhit. That should just roll out a play, and that should be us. And that is the game. One apiece between Belgium and Egypt. Again, European sides failing to get the better of African or Asian opponents. A really, really solid display from Egypt. They were very impressive today. Took the lead early on through Ashur, who quite clearly was the man of the match today. They had some fair set of chances in the first half, and I feel in the second as well, where Belgium played a bit of football. Come the second half, Romelu Lukaku's introduction was the game changer. In the end, Mohamed Hani putting the ball into his own net in the 66th minute. Means this one ended one apiece between Belgium and Egypt.